Hey guys, Bill Soriano here, making a quick video for you here. It's Friday afternoon. Trend Trap Pro, guys. That's where it's at. I've been making these videos for you every day. I'm not going to continue doing that, but at least 3, 4 times a week, I've been making videos sharing this strategy with you. This is the strategy that's available in our educational platform. You have to be a member of that platform to get access to the strategy. If you sign up today, you'll take a 7-day test drive. You'll pay your membership. You'll be able to get into the platform. You're going to go to Jay Awall, the educator for this Trend Trap strategy. You're going to go through his Trend Trap Pro boot camp, 5 videos that you're going to watch over the weekend, and then you're going to get on his live sessions next week, Monday through Friday. If you can't make the live sessions, it you can watch the recording at any point after the session ends. Now he goes live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern Time, Tuesday and Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And he sends chart markups to your phone as well that you can get so that you can identify the 1 hour zones. So again, the trend trap, guys, is a 5-step process. First thing we do, it's a top-down analysis, multi-time frame strategy. The daily chart, we identify our daily range high and our daily range low. We have a specific way to do this. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You have to become a member to get access to everything. But we have a specific way we identify these two highs, and it's not just yesterday's high and yesterday's low or last week's, whatever. We have a specific way to do it. The importance of this daily high and low is that you don't want to take a buy if you're too close to the daily range high. And you don't want to take a sell if you're too close to the low. You also use these for your targets, for your take profit areas, right? And I'll show you that in a second. But that's step one. Step two is to identify the trend. The trend is your friend till it bends in the end. Step two, the trend is the most important part of the strategy. That's why the first word in the strategy is trend. It's Trend Trap Pro, right? So the trend is the most important thing because if you're not trading with the trend, you're going to lose a large majority of your trades and you're not going to be profitable. We have a very specific way that we identify the trend, and it has to do with the way we identify what a break of structure is. We have a way to identify break of structure that's different from everyone else. I've never seen it before, and the way that we identify it is what sets us apart and what helps us to make sure that we are trading with the trend at all times. We do this on the 4 hour time frame. Once we have the trend, we mark up our support and resistance zones on the 1 hour time frame. Once those zones get hit, then once the zones get hit, we drop down to the 15, we draw our trend line, we wait for a break of that trend line, and then we confirm that break on our charts with the quantum scanner. That's the only time we pull up a scanner. We use no indicators. And the only time we pull up the scanner is just as the final confirmation to take the trade. Now, what I want to show you today is, and again, you want to get access to this, let me know. I'll give you the link and you'll be able to sign up. They offer a 7-day money back guarantee. So you can get in there tonight. You can go through the whole boot camp and then you can get ready for Monday's live session. You can get on Monday sessions, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays. Can't make the live, you can watch the 5 recordings and you can decide at that point if this is something that you think you can do. If not, you just ask your company for a refund. They'll give you ask the company for a refund, they'll give you your money back as long as you're within that 7-day window. But I guarantee you guys, once you watch those 5 videos and once you watch at least 5 live sessions that Jay does, you're not going anywhere. Okay. Now, last night, this is a trade in gold. Now, gold was moving up. Well, gold, we're right now, by the way, we're bearish on gold. Okay. But at this point yesterday, things were getting a little close to switching. Okay. So again, if we look at the 4 hour time frame here, Okay, let's see what we have here. When we pull up the 4-hour time frame, second here, we're bearish on gold. Okay. The reason why we're bearish on gold is because our last break of structure, our last true break of structure was to the downside, and that's right here. Okay. So right here. So what we have to ask ourselves is we asked ourselves, is this low here lower than this low here? The answer was yes. So if that is the lower low at that point in time, then this was our higher high. So we were expecting this higher high to get broken yesterday. Now you can see we get this one big candle here shot up because of news, and we're on the 4-hour time frame, and it closed above this area here. And so most traders at that point would now start looking for buys on gold, but we're not convinced. We're looking for something else. So this to us, although most traders would think, most educators will teach you that that close, that 4-hour candle close above that prior high is a break of structure. We don't believe it is, okay? We're looking for a little bit more. So we do not get a confirmed break of structure. Now, we thought we were going to get it on the next 4-hour candle, but we didn't. And then what happened after that? It started dropping, okay? So at this point right here, we were bearish on gold, and that's when this trade here went off, okay? So if you look on the 15-minute time frame, my zone got hit here, okay? I got a trend line break. I confirmed this with the quantum scanner, and look at the move down that gold made, okay? That easily hit my 1 to 2 target, and it kept going all the way to a 1 to 3. Now, by the way, guys, Trend Trap Pro teaches you to take a 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio trade. So all trades are normally 1 to 3. Right now, since I've just got started with it, I'm still getting out at a 1 to 2. But later on, I'll move this to 1 to 3. But you can see here, the price just moves down perfectly for us, and we would get out of this trade with a win. I took this trade. I did get out of this trade with a win, guys. So I took this trade. As a matter of fact, all 3 of the trades that I'm going to show you here from last night and this morning, I took. So this one I took in gold, even though everyone else was probably looking for buys on gold, we were still bearish on gold, okay, because of the 4-hour structure, okay, and because of that, it was just there was a point there right before I took this trade where gold could have flipped, but it didn't, okay, and so I took the trade, and sure enough, price moved down. So that was gold. Now the other trade I got in was EURUSD. Now EURUSD had flipped to bullish, okay, and what we see here is it flipped to bullish, and we got this activation right here. Okay, price came down, right? I have an extra zone marked up here, but price came down to this zone here, this lower zone, okay? Drew the trend line, it activated, confirmed it on the scanner. I get in the trade, and this was yesterday morning. This was early yesterday morning. Now, the gold trade, like I was showing you, I didn't take that trade till I think it was sometime close to 9. It was close. It was in between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern time last night. But this EURUSD trade, I was in it all day, and I held it through end of day. And I got a video telling you what to do if you're going to hold your trades through the end of day. There's a process you have to follow. And then I was going to hold this through the news this morning. Okay. I was going to hold it through the news because I had every reason to believe it was going to continue going up at some point. So it came all the way down to here, and then it started to rebound. And then all of a sudden here at 9:30, now the news wasn't set to come out till 10. Okay. So this caught me a little bit by surprise here. And this candle wicked all the way down and took me out of the trade. Okay. So that was the 9:30 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. candle this morning. Okay. That's basically that crazy part at the New York Open, right? I should have been ready for it. I probably should have taken the stop loss off with the news coming out, but I didn't. So this wick down, it took me out of the trade. And then you can see after it took me out of the loss, it then started moving up, which it will continue probably doing the rest of the day here. And so, that's what I figured it was going to do. I just didn't anticipate this big push down here at 9:30 because the news wasn't due until 10. But that's why we say, guys, you probably don't want to take any trades 30 minutes before, 30 minutes after any red folder news event. So I'm going to start watching things 30 minutes out instead of just 15 minutes out because my normal procedure was to not do anything till 15 minutes before to 15 minutes after. So I'm probably going to move that now to 30 and 30. Okay. So that was the second trade. And then this morning at about 9 a.m. Again, remember, we have news coming out at 10. Okay. So around 9 a.m., I get a setup in AUDNZD that activates. Okay. AUDNZD is bearish right now. Okay. And I had won a trade earlier in the week right here, you could see. And so this activated, shortly after 9 a.m. Eastern time. I confirmed it with the quantum scanner. And so I know I have news coming out at 10. I'm already in the EURUSD trade. So I decided to go for this. And I figured, hey, news is going to come out at 10. I'll remove my stop loss and my take profit, from 9:45 to 10:15. I should be okay because I think this is going to continue downward when the news hits. Okay. So sure enough, what happened was, boom, it pushed right down and it hit my target right away. Now, what I want to show you here is this black line here is the daily range low. And this is what I told you guys. This is important because you don't want to take a short position if you're too close to this daily range low, right? You don't want to take a buy if you're too close to the high. Now the high, I don't know where my high went to here. I don't have it marked up for some reason. I'm pretty sure this is my high up here. I have it marked. Oh, there it is all the way up there. So the high's all the way up there. Okay. So this is really in the bottom range, but there was enough room here for me to take this trade. There was enough room for me to get a 1 to 2 on this trade. And sure enough, look what happens when it hits that daily range low. See how it hits it and it just runs into resistance there, right? It runs into support, not resistance. It runs into support there, and it hasn't gone any lower than that yet today. Okay. Now it may eventually push through there, but this is what normally happens. This is why you don't want to take a short position unless you have enough room to get to your target, because it's normally going to bounce off of there and hit your stop loss. Okay. So you'll see this in gold too, by the way. Gold runs all the way down. Where's it stop at? Oh, right at my daily range low. What's it do? Look at that, guys. That's to the pip. Bounces right off my daily range low. And that's why this trade should have been set up to go all the way down. Okay. So this should have been almost a 1 to 4 trade. So I would have probably made this a 1 to 3.5 had I done this correctly. Okay. And this would have eventually came out, hit my target, Now I had it set for a 1 to 2, so I was out all the way up here. But look how it hits the daily range low and it immediately rejects off of it. That's why this 5-step process that we have is so important. Step 1 identifies those daily range highs and daily range lows. And this is what we use them for. We use them as rejection areas. We know the price, at least in the short term, is going to reject off these areas. That's step 1. Step 2 is identify the trend. Again, can't say it enough. The trend is the most important thing. Step 2 is the most important part, to be able to identify the trend correctly. Okay. And if you can't do it right away, you don't have to worry about it, because Jay goes through them on the live sessions and he sends you the markups to your phone. Okay. So until you're able to learn how to do it for yourself, he's going to do it for you. And he's going to continue doing it for you anyway, even after that. Okay. So step 2 is the trend. Step 3 is to drop down to the 1 hour, right? So step 1, the daily range high and low, we identify that on the daily. Step 2 is drop down to the 4 hour, identify the trend. Step 3 is to drop down to the 1 hour, identify the zones. Once those zones are hit, you drop down to the 15-minute, you wait for that M or W, you draw your trend line, you wait for the break of the trend line, and then you confirm it with the quantum scanner, and that's the 5th and final step. So step 3 was the zone, step 4 is the breakout, and step 5 is the confirmation on the scanner. So that's the strategy, okay? So, like I said, today's Friday, guys. Perfect time to get started. Get started with us today. Ask me for the link. I'll give you the link. Get started with us today. You can go through Jay's boot camp a couple times over the weekend. Get your charts ready for Monday. You get on his live session Monday at 8 a.m. Eastern time, or whenever you can make the recording. You get through the 5 sessions next week, and then you can decide whether or not this is for you. Have a great day. Again, guys, if you like this video, I'm going to be doing more videos on the trend trap, right? I'm going to be doing a lot more videos on this strategy. If you like it, make sure you subscribe to my channel so that you can get notified when I post a new video, because I'm doing at least one a day. Okay. I've been doing at least one a day. It may scale back to 3 or 4 a week, but I have been doing one every day. So subscribe to my channel, like the video, give me a comment, and ask me for the link to get started. Have a great weekend, guys.